Hello, everybody, and welcome to yet another exciting episode from Get in Football. Well, as you can read the title here, Reguilon deal close. Yes, Sergio Reguilon has been offered to Manchester United. This has come out from the mouth of none other than the Don Fabrizio Romano. How credible is Fabrizio Romano? Well, every single person in the football fraternity knows that if Fabrizio Romano says something, it's 99% true. Yes, there might be, a small error here and there, maybe, but nine, like out of 100 times, 99 times, Fabrizio Romano is always right. And first and foremost, for all of you who don't know who Sergio Reguilon is, well, let me get you through that. And also, if you have not liked the video or subscribed to the channel, please do that. Gives us lots of motivation to make more and more content for you. Let's move on. Sergio Reguilon is a left back who last season played at Sevilla in the La Liga. He is a Real Madrid player, but he was loaned out to Sevilla, and now Real Madrid have apparently offered us Sergio Reguilon. Like, we can actually sign him in a deal which is somewhat around 25 to 30 million pounds. And what my thoughts are about Sergio Reguilon, I really rate him. He is a top quality left back. I remember, when Zidane left Real Madrid and Lopetegui came in, he was the one who actually got Reguilon through the ranks, and he used to start him ahead of the likes of Marcelo. And later on that season, Zidane came back. Marcelo, again got the preference, and then Reguilon got loaned out to Sevilla. I think he's a quality left back. Sevilla themselves, want his signature as a permanent deal because he had a very good season for Sevilla last year. He won the Europa League with them, and also yeah, against Manchester United, the first goal which they scored, he had a major role to play. But yeah, overall, I think if we get my bad, if we get Reguilon, it's gonna be a very, very, very good signing. No, it's not that I don't rate Luke Shaw or anything like that. I really love Luke Shaw, and I think if Luke Shaw is fit for all the 12 months of the season, I wouldn't be looking at Sergio Reguilon as a priority. But the issue with Luke Shaw is he's very, very injury prone, as we all know. He gets injured too often. He'll play. This is my prediction. I was talking to Anmol, like the one of my colleague. Three of us run the channel: me, Shomajit, and Anmol, and we both were talking that Luke Shaw, according to both of us, will play the first 5-6 games, then again get injured for 2 months, come back after 2 months, again play 6 or 7 games, again get injured. So he's very injury prone. He's top quality, and if there were no injuries, I would definitely not look at Sergio Reguilon as a priority. But as he's very injury prone, and the backup of Luke Shaw is right now Brandon Williams, and I think he's still, he has still a lot to learn, and he's right-footed. Yes, in the academy as well, he played as a left back, but I think he would be better off playing at the right because he's right-footed, and you know, it, even passing out from the back is a very big problem from that side because he generally can't slide a ball through to your Rashfords or whoever's playing in the left wing. Um, so I would love Reguilon at the club. I think 25 million is it's an ideal price for him, and I think that he's a prospect. I don't know what the clause maybe Real Madrid want a buyback clause, or I don't know what that situation is, but he's a top quality player and I would love him at the club. But as we all know, United have signed Donny van de Beek. He's the only signing we have done till now, and our main preference is Jadon Sancho, which I think which will happen. I don't think we can mess this deal up, especially after we have, the entire world knows about the deal, and we look like absolute clowns if we don't sign Jadon Sancho. So I think that will happen. But after that, I think more than a left back, our priority is a centre back to partner Harry Maguire. Lindelof ain't that bad, but both Maguire and Lindelof are, if you classify centre backs. Some centre backs are more of positional centre backs. Some of them rely on their speed, and I think Maguire and Lindelof are both positional centre backs. They're not. It does not happen very frequently that they're caught out of position or something. They always have things, covered up. But when it gets tricky and when say Matic has a missed pass or anyone in our own half um, gives the ball away to the opposition team, if you see them running one on one against Maguire or Lindelof, you're scared. You will be scared because they're not very fast, they're not pacey, and that's why it's very important to have centre back like Harry Maguire right now, who's aerially superb, bringing out the ball from the back. He's superb at that as well, and having alongside him a centre back who is pacey, who if need be he can actually win the race against a pacey forward, someone like a Koulibaly or Upamecano. Yes, both are unrealistic, but my priority would be a centre back over a left back. If you talk about my priorities across all the positions, my first priority will be Jadon Sancho on the right wing. Second priority would be a centre back. I don't know who will it be right now. Badiashile deal is apparently off, so I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't know who will it be. So I don't know some young player might emerge and we might go after him. But that's my second priority. My third priority would be the left back, a full back, because due to the injuries of Luke Shaw, and there'll be a very healthy competition when you have two very good full backs in Luke Shaw and Sergio Reguilon. And my last, if there's a dream transfer window and there's one more signing, it would be Thiago, but I don't think that's gonna happen because I think Wijnaldum's gonna go to Barcelona and Thiago is going to go to Liverpool, is what I feel, and I'm pretty sure Thiago is not coming to Manchester United. I think I'm 7 or 10 or 8 on 10 confirmed about that. That's not gonna happen. We have depth in our midfield, so I think worst case if we don't get Thiago, I think we can still deal with it. Worst case if we don't get a full back, well, somehow we can manage. But I think centre back is very necessary and a right winger is very, very, very necessary. So these are my signings I would think of making now if I was the boss at Manchester United. And about the Reguilon deal, how confident am I that we will get this done? Well, I don't know, I'm still like 5 on 10 or something. I'm not sure. I'm not completely sure because I don't think it's a top priority right now. But I think it's a golden opportunity. We should not mess this up. It's not very, very trivial every window that you get such talented young players for such cheap prices. Like, we got Donny van de Beek at a very reasonable price. Sergio Reguilon's coming at 25 million. Chelsea signed Chilwell for about 50. I don't think there's, that Chilwell smiles better than Reguilon or something. But Chilwell's English, and English players always have a higher market value in the Premier League. It happened with Harry Maguire as well. 80 million, he's not worth 80 million. It is worth maybe 55 to 60. But again, it's very common. So it would be a great deal. It would be very good competition to Luke Shaw. He might even take Luke Shaw's spot. I'm not sure. I would do this deal, but I'm not sure if United will definitely get this deal done over the line. So this is it from me. Thanks a lot for watching, everybody, and once again, bottom right hand corner, please do subscribe and do like the video, and see you soon with more and more content coming up. Thanks for watching, everybody.